Welcome to Off the Wire, University of Miami social experiment in late night comedy, mixed with a natural college immaturity. Tonight's guest, Miss UM Haife Khalil, and the cast of Futurama. And your host, Ben Velasquez.
I heard we have a full house tonight. I thought that show got canceled like years ago. Hello, I'm your host, Ben Velasquez, and welcome to Off the Wire. So as you know, the World Series ended last night. Any Yankee fans? Anybody? Wow! Holy crap! You're not gonna like these next jokes then. As I was watching, I couldn't help but notice that the New York Yankees and the Phillies are two teams that are very similar in a lot of ways. They really are. However, they have one huge, controversial, and disgusting thing separating them. It's called New Jersey. But good news for Alex Rodriguez, he actually is out of that nasty slump that he was in. But for the record, Madonna hates to be called that. So, ladies and gentlemen, we have an amazing show for you tonight. Our Off the Wire correspondent, Eddie Malden, was able to snag an interview with John DiMaggio and Billy West from Futurama at this past Comic-Con convention. And we have in the flesh someone who most guys would love to see in the flesh, Miss University of Miami, Haife Khalil. Let's get it straight there. So I'm not going to tease you anymore. Let's get straight to the show. A new statistic actually shows that 75% of military-age youth are ineligible to join. So I guess in 20 years, the military's Army of One slogan will be literal. In celebrity news, Josh Duhamel was accused of cheating on Fergie with a stripper. I know. In Josh's defense, it's really hard to tell the difference between the two. Because she's a whore. I don't know if anyone heard this, but a 112-year-old man and a 17-year-old girl were married in Somalia last week. When asked for a comment, Roman Polanski said that that's pretty gross. Surprising. Usain Bolt. Anyone remember him from the Olympics?
Yeah.
Well, the world's fastest man has adopted a cheetah. The world's fastest, He's adopted a cheetah, the world's fastest cat, in an effort to boost Kenyan's wildlife conservation efforts. For publicity, Bolt raced the cheetah and then immediately had it killed when he lost. That almost makes no sense, but it's still funny. All right, this is pretty crazy. Pro golfer Doug Barron has become the first player to be banned from the PGA Tour for taking performance-enhancing drugs. The PGA said that they first knew something was up when they noticed a change in his balls. That's right. This was in the local paper last week. In Jacksonville Beach, a man was arrested for shoplifting a ferret from a pet store by shoving it down his pants. When the cashier asked him, "Is that a ferret in your pocket, or are you just happy to see me?" It was the ferret. This time it was the ferret. Last week, the long-lost secret Worcestershire sauce, that's freaking English, Worcestershire sauce recipe was found. This has sparked the owners to change the name to Bestchester sauce. I could just end the show right here and you would be sufficed. Here's a good one. In Erie, Pennsylvania, a man identified a burglar using his high school yearbook. He was pretty easy to spot after having been given the title most likely to rob me in 15 years. Anyone like board games? Board games, anybody?
Yeah!
All right, you guys have no life. Then you're going to like this next story. Monopoly masterminds from around the world participated in the first Monopoly World Championship in Las Vegas. Unfortunately, with over 200 contestants, the tournament took 6.5 years. This is pretty crazy. A town in Massachusetts is passing a law that requires residents to have a license to own more than 3 cats. They're calling it a license to live alone for the rest of your life. And finally, Nicolas Cage is claiming that due to his manager's negligence, he's going to be broke. It certainly has nothing to do with Cage's starring roles in The Wicker Man, Ghost Rider, or Bangkok Dangerous. We're going to be right back. Stay tuned for an interview with some of the cast of Futurama, and Miss University of Miami, Haife Khalil, is here. Don't you even think about going anywhere. I'm serious. It's like listening to a louder iPod. It's beautiful. Thank you, guys. Welcome back, everybody. We here at Off the Wire are big fans of the website called textfromlastnight.com. For those of you who don't know, it's a website that posts humorous text messages that people send in from last night. We hope that we love the website so much that our Off the Wire historians spent the last 6 months researching text messages from the last few thousand years, and we put together our favorites in a segment we like to call Texts from the Past Few Thousand Years. All right, our first text is from all the way back during the times of Prohibition, and it goes, "Rubbing alcohol's not working. Friend died." All right, moving on. This next text is a good one. This next text says, "Yo, I just got cut in line on the moon, no less." Of course, that was Buzz Aldrin. And in response, Neil Armstrong wrote, "Yo, I just cut this bitch in line. LMAO." Or shouldn't that be like rolling over on the moon or something? All right, that sounded a lot funnier in my head. Anyway, here's an old text message that was sent by my good old buddy Jesus. It goes, "Yo, dude, just turn water into wine. We getting shwasted tonight." Nothing like some blasphemy to put in this show, right? Here's a nice old vintage text. It reads, "Such a nice day outside. I think I'll put the top down." Thank you, John F. Kennedy, for that amazing text. Wow. This text message is actually pretty hard to read, but I'll do my best, and hopefully we'll see how it goes. Here it goes. DFDJ. That was Helen Keller, of course. What? Now here's a nice artistic text. It's from a famous composer, Beethoven. He wrote a lot of great stuff, so it must be really nice. It says, "What?" That's what he texts, yeah. Speaking of noise, here's an interesting text. It reads, "It's okay. My phone's on silent." That was, of course, from Anne Frank. Here's a classic text from our 31st President, Herbert Hoover. It reads, "Franklin Roosevelt is so rude. He wouldn't even stand up to greet me." Did the few people in that audience that got that joke, everybody's good? All right. Here's another historical one. It reads, "Getting me some chocolate tonight." Thomas Jefferson. There you go. Good one. Some in the audience got that before me. And the final text is from a boy that you may know. His name's Huck Finn. And it reads, "Oops, I shouldn't have said that. Jim is so pissed. Why does he get to say it?" I don't even know what word they could be referring to, but we're going to take a quick break. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.